All right, y'all. So we just had the Dokkan 10th anniversary live stream finish. Was very exciting, very fun to watch. I will have a reaction video going up later. I actually had a player who actually is returning to Dokkan for the first time since the 3rd anniversary, like watch it with me, and it was pretty fun. So beyond that, during the actual live stream, we actually got a GP Dokkan data download. I don't know why they did that, but they were like, yeah, we're just gonna drop it. We got official confirmation here. The banners are dropping at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So this video is going to go up right away. Within the next 10 hours, the banners will be out officially in game for the part 1 of the anniversary. They also did confirm that there will be pity on these banners. So if you go a certain amount of stones, you will guaranteed be able to exchange for 1 copy of whichever character you want. This could also be applicable to part 2. It is a total value of 2,500 stones, right? 500 coins. But, you know, if you trade in rainbow copies, you can get 3 extra coins and things like that. So it depends on the situation. Now, they also do have the character kits here, and these guys, I think, especially the Vegito card, I'll be with y'all, look absolutely incredible. Now, I had my first initial reactions to it, but we're going to go back and look at what these cards are doing, and we'll just talk about it in general. So, I mean, first things first, let me disclose this here. We actually have new leader skill buffs. So, this Dokkan Festival leader skill buff is now giving a total of 250% HP and then 220% attack and defense. So we are just first and foremost getting a power creep jump of just stats in general, which is something that some people did speculate. I personally didn't think that was going to be the case. I didn't think it was impossible either, though, and looks like we're going beyond what was currently expected from Dokkan, I guess, and we're going to enter a new lifespan of Dokkan. You know, I mean, we've been under the 200% leader skill meta since the 7th anniversary. I think it's okay to shake things up a little here. But this guy actually does also lead Earth Protecting Heroes, which is interesting because Vegitos aren't actually on the category. I don't know why this guy's on the team, but AGL Super Vegito or other characters aren't. Because I don't know what this what would Goku and Vegeta do that, like, would count as that? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Either way, he also does lead Fused Fighters or Pure Saiyans. So that's a lot of good category characters. And the last Pure Saiyans character we got as a leader was Physical Turles in 2023. So I think it's about time to get a new leader. And oh my, this is a great character to start off from. Then he gives 50% extra stats to Earthbred Fighters or Batar, right? I mean, yeah, no, this is just a really good leader skill, and it's going to impact so many characters in the game. I'll be very interested to see. I mean, so with both leaders, it is a total extra 100% HP actually. And on top of that, it is an extra 40% attack and defense, right? So again, that's quite interesting, right? Now, in terms of this Goku and Vegeta, they are a reversible exchange card. It is confirmed that they will have all the categories from each other. So they're on a lot of teams, but we see here's Goku's family, but then also Vegeta's family, and we're the rivals and other world warriors, but then Earthbred Fighters and Bond of Friendship. Like, they're on all the teams that Goku and Vegeta are on together, which is really nice. Now Goku right here, he's offensively focused. He does stack attack, and I think I want to notate that that's very important. Shocker, Super Vegito has counters. Excuse me, I started coughing actually. The reason why the stacking attack is important is because those counters get directly buffed by this guy stacking attack. So that's gonna make Vegito hit really, really, really hard. He does also greatly raise defense for the turn here. And he goes Super Saiyan 3 here in his Ultra Super, which is really cool. Now, in terms of his passive skill, he looked overall good to me, but he is more of a slot 2-3 character. For the first 3 turns, he has 50% reduction. And then when he's attacking, he gets 20% reduction. But if he's also in the 3rd or 2nd slot, he gets another 20% reduction. So, I mean, for the first 3 turns, this guy does have a 90% reduction after he attacks, which is a lot. and that means that he's just simply not ever gonna die. He does provide a support buff as well. We see right here, Earth Protecting Heroes for Tower category allies, key 1 and 40% defense. So some support there is really nice to see. He's super effective against all types with 10 or more key. He gets a guaranteed additional super attack at 20 key. And again, if he is in the second or third attack, he also does have another additional with a great chance to be a super. So he can get a lot of additional super stacking. Super effective is not really anything crazy though, I would say, like for a damage ceiling character. I actually do like the Vegeta a lot better in terms of his design, just because he is a defensive character, right? If we take a look at Vegeta here, he does stack defense. Then his 18 key greatly stacks defense. Then he has, I mean, just better mechanics for slot 1. Guards in slot 1, 20% damage reduction when key is turned or more receiving an attack. He also has a baseline of 50%. So in slot 1, this guy has 70% damage reduction plus guard, which is a lot nice. And then he's stacking defense, right? That's gonna make him very, very tanky. Now, I guess the only thing for this guy is that he also doesn't have a lot of defense start of turn, so he would need to start actually, I guess, getting the actual stacks up for him to be a very, very good slot 1 character, but I do not think that will have issues tanking, in my personal opinion. Doesn't look like they'll really have key issues. Key 2 per key sphere obtained, right? There's a lot of rainbow key sphere characters on these guys' team, so it's not really a worry. He does also support the 2 categories of Earth Protecting Heroes and Patara, key 1 and 40% attack here. Again, he's more so of a defensive character, very similar to what Goku's doing, except he's a slot 1 option. So, I mean, me personally, I do like Vegeta as the overall character a little more. So that's cool, right? I think that's a really cool thing to see. Now, there's 2 active skills you could use each of these characters, which, again, I guess one thing I didn't point out is you could exchange to Vegeta on the 4th turn from start of battle, and then you could just switch back and forth between the characters however you want, whenever you want. But on the 5th turn, you could use their active skills, right? Vegeta's active skill could be activated upon entering the attacking turn in the reversible exchange. Goku's active skill could be activated from the 5th turn from start of battle. So I guess you could use Vegeta's instantly on turn 4 once you exchange into him, but Goku's you would need to wait the extra turn. I mean, Vegeta's is cool, like key 3, 80% attack, defense, and guards. With Goku's active skill, you fuse into Vegito, and Vegito is like by far the best unit in the game. Like, it's like, even with the new characters, not even close. Firstly, Vegeta only has an 18 key super, really raises attack and defense with a turn, mega colossal. So I assume his like hidden potentials of some supers would also be 18 keys, right? Which, sure, why not? He fully heals you, 300% stat start of turn, key 3 per type keys for obtained, which I think is the first time we've seen that. He guards. He has 60% damage reduction. And again, this is counting that he would have stacked defense from being Vegeta fused potentially, or being tagged into Vegeta earlier. So you could have some defensive stacks before he even goes into here. He launches a guaranteed additional Ultra Super, so that's cool too. Earth Protecting Heroes or Patara category allies get key 2 and 40% stats, so he's supporting like some of the best characters in the game easily by a large amount. With every attack performed, he gets 20% crit up to 100% crit. So he eventually will do guaranteed crits. 10% attack within the same turn with each attack received. So, you know, he's going to start building up a lot of multiplicative attack there. He counters with Ferocious Power. Keep that in mind, that is a higher buff than Tremendous. Tremendous is basically 300%, I believe. Ferocious is 400%, which is a huge difference. These counters are going to hit really hard, especially when you consider Goku stacks attack. And this guy's going to be guaranteed critting. And this guy's going to also be raising his attack by basically 100% after his super attacks, not counting any hidden potential. He also has a Scouter. So cool. But then he also has an active skill that can be used whenever you want. It does damage. It gives him 300% multiplicative defense, and then all enemy attacks directed at him, and he gets crits. So he's only a 4-turn fusion. I get that. When you get this guy out, like, I mean, it's not unsafe to run this Goku and Vegeta. Like, this Goku and Vegeta are good. Like, they're good. They're really good. This guy will never die. When is he gonna die in the future? Who knows? Like, you get this guy out, and in like 3 years, he's gonna be like living a lot of situations. Maybe 3 years is a bit much, but like, wow. I just like, he's just crazy, and his animations are also really good. Just like disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Whoever made this character is like their job was on the line with this character. This is, there's no words I could describe for this except utter decimation of everything in the game. This guy specifically, solely Super Vegito, might be the best character in like the history of Dokkan in comparison to any other character in the game. Like he's like in a tier list, this Super Vegito would be it'd be like Super Vegito 1, 2 blank, 3 blank, 4 blank, 5 is like the next character or something like that. It feels like that's how insane this guy is. I feel like he's just doing everything. What is he not doing? Dodging? Doesn't matter. He lives everything. Disable enemy attack. He kills the enemy. He disables their life, bro. I don't know. Like, oh god. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, which is another character people are excited about. The thing I hate about this guy, his leader skill sucks. It is a cool leader skill, key for 220%, but Giant Ape Power. What were they thinking with Giant Ape Power? I don't know what they were thinking. Actually, I think that it was a mistake, maybe, or I don't. Well, this is not Giant Ape Power. I wonder if there's Super Saiyan 4. Please, like, Giant Ape Power, bro. Like, who are you using? Now, I'll give a spoiler. Super Saiyan 4 Goku does have damage reduction support, but that's not gonna be saving, like I don't know, this Broly. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not gonna be saved suddenly. Like, he's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm so good now. No, guess what's gonna happen? He's still gonna die. Like, the 10% reduction, like turns like 5 is not gonna save this guy. I'm sorry. I mean, when these guys EZA, this guy's EZAs, and then we need LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta to EZA, and then we need these guys to Super EZA, and then we need another Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or something, and then these guys got to EZA, and then maybe the category will be fine. But right now the category is really bad, really bad, like really bad. Like, it's absurdly bad. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they chose this category. GT Heroes would have been a better option, and GT Heroes hasn't been buffed in a billion years, which neither has this category, and that's the issue. So hopefully they make this category good over the year. It's entirely possible. It's completely possible. But right now it sucks. Super attack effects, both 50% attack and defense raise for the turn, right? You know, we'll take it. His animations are also really nice, though. Now, this Goku is interesting in the fact that he gives Power Beyond Super Saiyan category allies 50% defense. He should have led that team. Power Beyond Super Saiyan? That would have been way better. I mean, he's not doing anything, like, his basic effects are just generic, right? High chance to crit, it's good. He does guard, right? He has a great chance of dodging, which is also really good. So he could slot 1 for the first few turns, right? He has this interesting mechanic right here. For every 3Q when attacking, gets 30% attack and defense. That's a lot. So essentially with he gets 8 stacks of that. That'll be 240% attack and defense when attacking. When he attacks, his stats are going to get really high. He also does have guarantee crit and 24 key. But yeah, his stats are going to get really high. Just looking at this initial kit, right? You're thinking, okay, maybe I want to build this guy with additionals, because that's the only thing he's missing. He doesn't have any built-in additionals, right? And that additional giving him 50% defense would be quite huge. I don't know though, like him in slot 1 specifically, it's just because his defense is going to be so low. Even with the guard, only just 200% defense. Like at least like, you know, let's say this Vegeta card, this guy has a lot of damage reduction. Dodge could be a little more of an issue, but we'll see. I think again, once this guy is able to super attack, he's looking good, but like comparatively to like the Goku and Vegeta, this guy, Super Saiyan 3 Goku specifically, is not that great. Oh, did Dokkan not post the other details for the rest of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku? He did not. Okay. Let me go to the stream. All right, we're back here. So Giant Ape transformation can be active when HP is 70% or less, or starting for the 5th turn. I do like this condition. Being able to get it instantly in certain situations are nice, but 5th turn from start of battle, that is completely fine by me, especially since these bosses seem like they're having way more HP. I think that you will very easily get this. Now, the Golden Great Ape, you know, massively raises attack temporarily, destructive damage. He gets 300% attack, 2 keeper keys for obtain, and guaranteed crits. I mean, just generally, it is a good ability for a Giant Ape character. And when the Great Ape transformation ends, he goes into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, the only thing is that I don't know how long this will last. Like, is this going to be a thing where he is, how do I explain it? Like, it's a 2-turn transformation, so you guaranteed will, like, disable the enemy's super attack or something like that? Or will it just be 1 turn and he transforms to Super Saiyan 4? We don't know for sure. But if you can cancel an enemy super attack, I do like that. Oh no, it says the Great Ape state only lasts for 1 turn. That does suck a little. But Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, let's read over what he's doing. He is stacking permanently. So you get this guy out basically turn 5 because the Great Ape turns don't count as actual turns. He does also raise allies attack and defense by 4 to 4% for 2 turns. So I do like that 2-turn multiplicative buff right there. Then as we look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku's kit, I think he's pretty good still, right? He has guard guaranteed, key 4 and 200% stats, 2 keeper keys for obtained. He is supporting Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Giant Ape Power allies, 70% defense and 10% damage reduction. And again, that's what I talked about earlier. Power Beyond Super Saiyan, I think will benefit from that pretty nicely. But like Giant Ape Power, I don't know. I truly, like, this guy is going to be a slot 2 character based on his kit, right? Well, we'll continue reading. I truly feel like it almost feels like this guy is like they wanted to make the in Super Saiyan 4 Goku more relevant. Or, you know, I think this could particularly really help the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta character that will EZA in part 3, right? The year 7 LR. Which is sure. I feel like the Power Beyond Super Saiyan buff though, that is where this like 10% reduction is going to be really, really good. Like imagine like this guy paired with like, you know, into Blue Evolution Vegeta, or we'll talk about the new Blue Evolution Vegeta, which also has a lot of damage reduction, right? He does have guaranteed crits, which is nice, only for the 4 turns. When he attacks, he has 100% attack and defense. For every 4 key when attacking, he has 44% attack and defense, which again, that's quite a bit. So when you get to 24 key, I believe that is how much is that exactly? So when you add that together, that is 6 stacks of that. So that's 264. Plus he gets 100% on top of that. When he's attacking, he gets 364% attack defense. That's a lot. That's a lot of attack and defense he's getting. Plus all the support he's doing. He does also do a guaranteed additional super attack at 24 keys, so that's an extra stack. For every attack performed and received, he gets key 1 and 20% critical hit chance, so he's going to be living at 24 key basically. He also does have a heal, right? If HP is 44% or less at the start of turn, he does heal you 44% HP. Like, this guy is doing a lot of things, and I like it. He's just gonna be a slot 2 character, which I don't really mind for most situations, but if they're trying to have you run this guy as a Giant Ape Power character, I think he would have been beneficial to be a slot 1 character is the only thing I'm saying. And he's still gonna look really good in game. Like his numbers are gonna be really nice. I think the support is nice. I just really feel like his role as a grade 8 power leader is just not it. I think that's really truly the only issue I have with him. And maybe the grade 8 turn could have been 2 turns, but that's not, again, that big of a deal. I still think this guy with the right units will look very good and be a very, very nice character. Now, finally, we can end things off with the Int Blue Evolution Vegeta. Yeah, again, look at this. Universe Survival Saga, key point 220%. Well, he doesn't leave successors, which is interesting, but like, you look at Universe Survival Saga and then Giant Ape Power. Like, that's a 9-day difference. I truly don't understand. That's the only thing I'm like, what are they thinking? Now, Gorilla raises attack and defense from the turn 50%, then he also raises attack and defense for 1 turn 30%. I do like just basic easy super attack effects. Right here, his unit super attack allows him to greatly stack attack, greatly raises defense for the turn, and mega colossal damage. All he needs is just Goku and rotation. Now from here, the rest of the kit wasn't actually posted, so we'll go ahead and go into the kit right here. Now, Vegeta doesn't have an active skill or anything like that, which I find interesting. His kit is pretty good though, right? So activates the entrance animation if there's another USS category ally, which, you know, Universe Survival Saga is very easy to find, especially with this guy, you know, leading Universe Survival Saga. There will likely be a character that you're running, right? If you're running double, this guy's a leader. I mean, you're running that team anyways, right? He gets 60% attack and 30% reduction for 6 turns. Keep that in mind, 30% reduction. He gets 200% attack and defense, and he's Rainbow Orb changing, which is really good. I think one thing that Universe Survival Saga team didn't really have was a good Rainbow Orb changer. So I think them getting this ability is just a helpful thing to get. 200% attack when attacking. Pretty decent, right? You know, we'll take it. For each attack performed, he gets key 1 and then 40% defense up to 200%. Then he gets 7% damage reduction within the turn. For every 2 key spheres he obtains, he launches an additional attack that has a 30% chance to be a super attack, and he can get that 5 times. So he could get 6 attacks in the turn, not even counting his hidden potential system, which you'll likely get the hidden potential system, even if you just have like, I don't know, like 5 additional on this guy, right? He has STR, but let's say you give him like an equipment, like a Silver 5 equipment additional, like you're gonna most likely get that. So let's say you get those 7 attacks in a turn, which is insane. That is actually going to go ahead and give you 49% damage reduction, right? Plus the 30% he has for the first 6 turns, that is 79% damage reduction after he attacks, which is a lot of damage reduction. Then for every when he does 6 super attacks or more in battle, he gets another 30% damage reduction. So this guy, if he does do 6 super attacks early on within the first 6 turns here, he's going to have over 100% damage reduction. But then even when he loses this, he's still at 78% damage reduction or 79% damage reduction. He's not going to die. After 7 or more super attacks, he also performs a critical hit. I assume that's just for the rest of battle. It has an infinite symbol right next to it, which is interesting. I mean, you need the RNG to go your side. The only thing that I really don't like this section about the kit, because it's like, okay, all those super attacks you could have gone and like throughout all the fight, you're probably gonna benefit from this guy as potentially damaged either to have gone crits off already, especially since the STR. Like this ability, I don't like this. I think that he should have had some crit somewhere else in his kit. Maybe even in his 18 key super attack effect, give him just 50% crit for the turn. That's the only thing I would say. Like this is just a funny ability. Just because it's like, oh, you already have done 7 super attacks. You've gone through multiple phases in the battle. Right at the end, now you can get your guaranteed crits. Which is like, okay, well, I like a lot of people may build this guy as a crit build, you know, because you could get dodge build. I think a dodge build could work too, but I feel like he's not really going to be taking a lot of damage anyways. And if you get a lot of these super attacks off, right, he's going to be raising his defense for the turn, right? His 12 key super attack is only a 30% defense raise, but that's going to matter, right? That's going to do some stuff. And it's really interesting that he doesn't have an active skill attack, considering he also stacks attack on the unit super. It's just really weird. I like this guy though. I mean, he seems like he's just going to be a very easy, consistent character to get. He's going to be fully built up turn 1. Again, he's a rainbow orb changer. Getting 10 key spheres with this guy is not an issue. Even if you only get like 8 key spheres with this guy. Let's say that as an example. That's still 6 attacks you could do in the turn. That's still 72% damage reduction? Like, okay, that's obviously really, really good. And once he attacks, he's gonna be having a lot of defense. So yeah, no. But that's really it for this Vegeta. He's the most simple of all the kits. So that's cool, right? We also have this Goku card, which it's a Goku, and it's a Hercule that fuses into Goku, right? Which is really funny. I haven't seen what he does yet. He gives heroes who protect the Earth category key to and 50% stats, 250% attack and defense start of turn, 30% defense up to 150% each time you receive or dodge. If there's a ally in the Earth defending heroes category ally, he gets 45% dodge. He gets 40% dodge on top of just when receiving an attack. Until you're attacked, he also gets 90% reduction. So he's not doing damage, but he's just a mega defensive character. And then when he dodges, he gives superclass allies key 2 for 2 turns. That's really good. This guy's what, 85% chance to dodge when he's receiving an attack? Okay. Can be activated when the player is attacked or evades by more times during battle. Temporarily increases attack by 500%, ultimate damage, and guarantees a crit. His 12 key super attack is a 50% attack and defense raise for the turn. High chance of stun. And this is the Goku. This is the fusion, which is really funny. Okay. Yeah, like they fuse together. That's awesome, actually. Look at this. Yeah, the GOAT of the game is finally here. Let's go, my king, my GOAT Goku. He does a spirit bomb. That's so funny. What? Is he on Power Wishes? I don't think so. Oh, well. Actually, this is a final trump card, though. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. There's so much videos for me to do, but I just want to get this out right away. Just breaking down the character kits. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you all next time.